Our 2 kilogram chrome CO2 fire extinguisher is a beauty. I'll let you into a secret though, don't tell anyone. It's not actually chrome. Don't tell anyone. It's actually aluminium that is heavily polished. So, pretty much the same as the firepower model, made by a different supplier, made for us by Fire Depot, under the Fire Chief range. Very high quality, but if you've got luxury premises, posh retail, posh office, something like that, this looks very nice. Now, same everything else as your standard red one. Of course, black for CO2, the labelling. As you'll see, it has the CE mark, but the thing it is missing is the British Standard Kite mark. Now, and here's the confusion, because it is not red, fire extinguishers have to be painted red. This cannot have the British Standard Kite mark because it doesn't follow that one simple thing. Everything else is exactly the same. And so it's quite a common model in the UK, in America, in Canada. They quite often have stainless steel models that are unpainted. People know what they are. It's up to you. But we sell a lot of these. The way it works, same as any other CO2 extinguisher. You simply pull out the safety pin. This will break this anti-tamper seal, which is just there purely so that you can see from a distance if someone has messed about with it or used it. Then you put the swivel horn up, squeeze the levers, sweep from side to side, moving in towards the fire. Remember to stay safe. Fire extinguishers are like first aid kits. We have firemen for the big stuff and ambulances for the big first aid stuff. Remember that. Always be safe. Now, what comes in the box? Let me show you. This is, I point out, this is a different supplier. So I'll show you, put a head cap protector. Now, fire extinguishers, when they arrive from transportation, quite often the carriers are possibly not quite as delicate as they ought to be with fire extinguishers, and sometimes they're heavier than they look. And if they get dropped, they can damage the head cap. That's why you should always have them thoroughly checked when they arrive. It doesn't happen that often, but only needs to happen to yours. So they put this head cap protector on. Very clever. Saves all the damage. Now, as you can see, it has a plastic bag. You can just dispose of that. That is to protect the cylinder from the cardboard box. By the way, this is actually very difficult to polish these up in this way. It takes some special machinery. So you will see a mirror image, but don't expect it to be quite like chrome plating. Now, inside, you'll also have a CO2 swivel horn. Remember what we said in other videos about the safety horn having, this is the frost-free, having the holes for the insulation so that when you hold it, it protects your hand from the freezing temperature inside. They also put a plastic nut on just for transportation so it doesn't scratch your nice posh cylinder. Put that down there. See this? This is a safety nut which does nothing more than protects it when it's being transported. If this goes off, that will stop the CO2 coming out at 750 psi like a rocket. This is the bracket, which they just pop on with a elastic band. And the way the bracket works, you'll see there's a little hole in this lug sticking out the back of the valve. 2 screws on the wall, and then it just hangs on that lug bracket. Couldn't be easier. CO2 swivel horn. You just simply screw that on, and when you get to the end, tighten them up, nip it off with adjustable spanner. And the idea of the swivel horn is it should stay like that when it's not in use, when it's in repose. When it's being used, once you put it up into position, it should stay in position. It should not droop back down again. Then that should be tight enough. And that's ready for use. Simple as that. CO2 extinguishers, said it before, by far the most popular extinguisher that we sell. There is a full polished, again, not chrome, but stainless steel range of water, powder, foam, and even water additive extinguishers to go with these. And we even sell stainless steel stands to make everything look beautiful and pretty in your lovely modern premises. To find out all about them, to find out the price and the dimensions, just click on any of the links on the page.